Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of April 20th through the 26th. And during that time, we will have a waning gibbous moon that moves us into the first quarter moon. And of course, well, that's on the 21st, and that can be a day when you're kind of feeling it's like a time for reflection and releasing what no longer serves us. Good time to prepare for new beginnings, letting go, take responsibility for things that you've just done, and kind of a good time for forgiveness as well, not only of yourself but others. And then that moves us into the waning crescent energy, which is a time of surrender, rest, and healing as we get ready for the new cycle. This will be an intuitive general reading for energies that you may or may not encounter, Capricorn. So, of course, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't for someone else. And your overall message card for this reading: confidence is your key to success. And that seems to be true. I'm not sure if I've ever known a Capricorn that wasn't very confident. So, a trait that you guys have for sure. Something I've noticed anyway. And Capricorn, while we're here, I would like to let you know that since my readings are free to you, all I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button down there. It really does help my channel, and it's super easy for you to do. So I will give you just a moment to do that right now. Thank you so, so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you for coming back and helping me build a community here. I'm seeing some repeating faces, and I just want to say that I see you and I do appreciate you. So thank you so much. Also, my weekly reminder, Capricorn, is to get out in nature this week. Maybe take a walk in the woods, a beautiful park, find an area that has a lovely view, but take time to really stop and connect with the miracle of nature. This could be studying a tree or a plant for longer than you might. It might be, feeding some birds. It's time for me to put out my hummingbird feeders here. So that's something I'll do later on in the week. And it's always nice to see them come back. But just listen to some water if you're around water, but close your eyes and just take a few moments to really, really just feel and connect with nature. All right, Capricorn, April 20th through the 26th. Confidence is your key to success. Let's see what you guys have going on this week. Your current energy is the moon. So looks like you're sitting in, maybe a little bit of, this is a card of using intuition. This is kind of, plugging into our subconscious. This could be that, maybe there was some dream that you've had that's triggered, some thoughts and ideas that you're having. I always say if you don't keep a dream journal, it's a really good idea to keep one. But something is kind of, something intuitive is going on with you, and something where you're kind of tapping into again, it could be like dreams and just thoughts, but it's causing some sort of thoughts that you're having here. Your current situation is the Four of Cups. So it could be that this thing has come to you and you're not super satisfied about it. It's not something that's really making you happy, or kind of, this is kind of the this Four of Cup is kind of a card of disconnect, or kind of like, yeah, you're telling me that, but I really don't want that. So there might be some solution that's coming in your dreams or your subconscious, but you're kind of trying to ignore it a little bit, if that makes sense to you. At the root of your situation is the Magician. So, here's the Magician offering you, and I mean literally, I always say that the Magician card is really looking at you and saying, what do you want to manifest and how do you want to do it? And typically I would talk to you about, are you going to choose the cup? Are you going to choose the pentacle? The sword, the wand. And I feel like this cup is being offered to you, and it's not really how you want to move forward. And it's not really, and is this someone, offering you friendship? Is this, meeting a new person that's kind of open, having an open heart to you, and you're like, yeah, whatever. So look around and see if there's something coming in for you emotionally that that's really not how you want to move forward. And that's okay. That's your right to. Recent past, Ace of Cups. What is going on here? What is this cup that's coming into you, Capricorn? Okay, I'm going to say confidence is your key to success. Did you recently meet somebody? And, is this like a person that you've kind of been dreaming about? The magician's asking you, hey, what do you want to do? Here comes this energy into you. Here comes this cup that's being offered to you. Is it not enough? Or are you feeling like you're not confident enough? Do you feel like this person's a little out of your league? Because that's not really what the cards are saying. So you need to really think about that. And maybe, like I said, maybe it is a confidence thing. Most of the Capricorns, actually every Capricorn I've ever known has been super confident, but I don't know, maybe that's some inner things that I'm not seeing. Maybe you are feeling less than confident. So let's see what's on your mind this week. Is that you're done with something? Are you done with not feeling confidence, or are you done being single? Are you done? I feel like for some of you, this could just be a new person coming in. And are you saying no where you should maybe be opening up a little bit? Is that kind of hard for you? Is it, interesting? Let's see what's going on. Let's continue here. What is just ahead of you? King of Pentacles. So, you know how the material world works, and I'm almost getting the feeling, yeah, that there's something that you're thinking, this person's out of my league, and they're not. They are open to you. They are coming to you with an open heart, and there's a confidence thing that I think you're misreading it here, Capricorn, and I think you really do need to take a look at this person, at this thing. I mean, it doesn't always have to be a person, but I'm almost getting the feeling for some of you it is. It's like you've met a person and it's rocking your confidence for some reason. Let's look at your advice card. Is the Tower card. So does this, usually, this is a card of disruption. This is kind of a rude awakening. This is coming to, this is kind of a test for you. And wow, are you winning or are you failing? I think you're failing at this test. I think that's what this is. And I think you need to buck up and have your, let your confidence take over. And maybe do something that, maybe just step out of your comfort zone a little bit. But, this is in your advice position, is take this test. Take it. Don't let it pass you by, and you need to jump in there and do the thing that you maybe wouldn't do, I guess. Um Interesting. What's beyond your control this week? The Star card. So this is almost like, the starting off here with the moon. This is, are you meeting this person at night? Is the other thing. Are you out somewhere at night and you've met this person? The Star card is kind of our card of direction. It's beyond your control that it's going in a certain direction, that things are on course, and you just need to trust that. Um, but again, this is a card of night. Interesting. Let's keep going and see what happens here. Secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, Ace of Pentacles. So secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid. Couple of aces on the table. Is this someone that you're meeting at work, or you're trying to avoid meeting at work, or does it have something to do with your material world? And I'm the only one example that just came to mind is like, this is your real estate agent, and you're you've met this person and they're showing you homes, and you're secretly falling in love with this person, and you're thinking, no, this person's out of my league. There's a confidence thing, and this person's kind of coming at you with kind of the signs, right? So interesting. So again, this is either secret desire or trying to avoid when it comes to something new coming into your material world. And I feel like, is it connected to this other ace? Let's get an outcome card, because I'm still wondering. I want to see all these cards on the table. It's the Lovers card. Oh, this is why I love tarot. Okay. Capricorn. Some of you, I mean, Yeah, I wanted to get all the cards. In fact, let's see what's hidden from you this week before I even finish. Wow. Okay. So, Two of Cups and the Lovers and the Magician. It's just every card is pointing towards some of you are meeting someone and some of you are really having an issue with it. For whatever reason, you're being tested. And I think it's a test of confidence, but I think you're thinking about this all in the wrong way. Your outcome is that, yeah, this is a person. This is someone you do need to get to know. And you're letting your confidence kind of get in the way, but this is a test for you. Um, so wow, I mean, there's no other way for me to read this the way it's coming out, and it's almost just making me laugh. Like if you were a friend of mine, I would be like, "What are you doing? Go talk to that person." I would really be encouraging you, and I'm going to. I'm encouraging you now. Talk to that person, open up a little bit. This is a test for you. This is a test, and I don't think this person is out of your league. I think it's a confidence thing, and everything here is saying, look at these two, these twos that are coming together. We've got these cards of night, like you want to take. I think you need to ask this person out. That's what I'm going to say. Some of you just need to move forward. And if this is an existing relationship for some of you, which it could be, for some of you, you're meeting someone new, and that's a definite. But for some of you, it could be that you're in a relationship and you're just kind of going through this renewal phase, and it is a confidence thing that maybe you're just feeling, even in your current relationship, that does my partner really, are they really that into me like they used to be? I'm just really feeling that you need that confidence boost, and it's just I don't know what's knocked you kind of off kilter, but stop doing it. So let's get some final messages here. Look forward. I love that. And I love that it's a couple on this card and he's looking at her. That's hilarious. Again, with cards, this is why I love reading them, because you just can't deny sometimes when these readings come out. Trust in the divine plan. This person has been put in your path for some reason, and you're going to let your confidence rocket. No, we're not going to do it. Confidence is your key to success, Capricorn. So I'm going to say, if this is a new person for some of you, you definitely need to ask this person out. You need to suck it up. This is a test for you. You need to do it. If this is a current relationship that we're talking about, same thing. You need to just get your confidence going, and re-engage with your partner in a way. Ask your partner out on a date. Maybe you're not doing date nights, maybe you haven't in a long time, but it's spring is in the air. I feel like the Virgo reading was very, like a new romantic cycle for them. It's not the only reading that this has come up, that this is just kind of, spring's in the air. Get out there, have the confidence to ask that person out. If you've met someone and you feel like they're out of your league, because that's really the intuitive part that's coming through on this reading. They are not out of your league and they are very interested. So Capricorn, if you're comfortable doing so, please leave me a comment, especially on this one. I really want to know who's out there meeting new people, and who went on a successful date. I'm very curious to know. Also, I do post readings every week. Feel free to join me next week. We'll see if this saga continues. I mean, I'm kind of curious to see where it goes, or there might be a completely new energy here for you. So, but once again, Capricorn, I do appreciate your time. If you enjoy my reading style, please like and subscribe. It really does help my channel, and I really do appreciate that. And it'll help you find me next week. So, Capricorn, good luck with this. I'm really excited about it for you. So, let me know what's going on, and we'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye bye.